Shalom. Yeah, he just coming to sit down. The great millstone and talk. We got a camp along with the great millstone. Louisiana Saints. You know. Oh, so man, through the spirit, we just gonna come and do a quick lesson on order. All right, right. Well, without further ado, before we get into it, we're gonna give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh. Real started well, and must peace, safety, and blessings to the hope and elect God, the forward pushing his truth and sincerity and diligence.
Right, the Most High gave us order, man, amongst these camps. So when fruit come in, they can learn righteousness. They can learn wisdom and understanding. One thing about wisdom and understanding, our Heavenly Father is not the author of confusion. And he said, let all things be done decently and in order. So when we come out of this wicked, perverse world, we don't know right from wrong. We don't know clean from unclean, holy from unholy. All right? So when you come to this truth, you learn discipline. All right? You learn how to put others before you. You learn how to take the low. You know what I'm saying? You learn how to not render evil for evil. Be tit for tat. You know what I'm saying? You learn how to love your brothers and put your brothers before you. Okay? Right. So when you come out of this world, you're disorderly. You know? So when you come amongst the brotherhood, you have to learn how to get in order for this thing of ours to roll. All right? And when you don't, iniquity gets purged from amongst the body, man. Because it's called gangrene or cancer. You see what I'm saying?
Schism.
Yeah.
No, you don't want to become schism till Yahweh Shemashah sanctuary. You know that body.
Right. Come on. Bring it on.
This Proverbs 11 and 30, it says, the fruit of the righteous is a tree of life, and he that winneth souls is wise, man.
You got it.
All right. It says, I'm gonna read it again. It says the fruit of the righteous is the tree of life, man. And he that winneth souls is being wise. Because it's about production at the end of the day, man. Not even only production for yourself, but it says also it escaped me exactly what book it is, that he shall save himself and on the lives of others, man. I'm gonna get that. That he shall save his life, he that teaches the law shall be. I gotta get it out. I don't want to paraphrase it. Salaki. But what I wanted to add to that, man, he that winneth souls is wise, man, and righteousness prolong the days, man. And the easy way to get your days knocked off, is be on a door of iniquity, man. Sin upon sin, man. Hezekiah prayed unto the Lord because of his righteousness, and he added 15 years to his life, man. Right. You know, when he was in a sick state, man. You know, so but according to his righteousness, the Father granted him that, man.
It's Proverbs chapter 11, verse 14. Where no counsel is, the people fall. But in the multitude of counselors, there's safety. You know, so you find yourself becoming in a secure place, you know, within Yahweh Shemashah by just taking order. You know, we have this captivity, you know, it is a product of what? Not considering and taking heed to order that was given, you know, and what that resulted into the greatest nation upon the planet falling, you know, by not taking heed.
This is Proverbs. All right, this is Proverbs. I'm gonna start at the top and skip down to 13. All right. This Proverbs 5 and 1. My son, attend to my wisdom and bow thy ear unto understanding. All right, your teachers, your elder brothers. All right, they're the ones who are going to teach you how to be wise. They're the ones that's going to teach you understanding. Okay, that thou may regard discretion, and that thy lips may keep knowledge. For the lip of a strange woman drop as a honeycomb, and her mouth is smoother than oil. And that strange woman is disorder. All right, being a schism amongst the camp. All right, not taking heed to sound doctrine. All right, just being a disorderly nigga. That's a fruit of a strange woman. Okay, but her end is bitter as wormwood and sharp as a two-edged sword. You're gonna go in perdition. You're gonna be judged. All right, that's the end of being disorderly. Now I'm gonna skip down to verse 13. All right, and it says, and have not obeyed the voice of my teachers. All right, when you have a teacher and it's true, whoever teaches you this truth, who the Most High put you under, you have to follow them. Paul said, be ye followers of me. So you have to do what you see them do. You have to deal with controversy the way you see them deal with controversy. All right, they put up 3 videos a day. You put up 3 videos a day. All right, when they talk, you be quiet. When they're speaking, you don't interject and cut them off. All right, that's what wisdom teaches you. All right, nor incline my ear to them that instructed me. All right, when you disrespect your elder brothers and your teachers that are over you, you're disrespecting Yahweh Shema Shai prescribed order. All right, and that's the fruit of a strange woman. All right, in our day and time, we call it a nigger. All right, and I was almost in all evil in the midst of the congregation and assembly. All right, and that's what's going to happen, man. When you like that, you're going to get balked before the congregation, and guess what's happening? You're going to be rebuked before all. You're going to be exposed. Now, it's going to be on you how you take that rebuke. Because it's surely going to come to pass.
Yeah, I got this 1 Corinthians chapter 8, verse 1. Now, as touching things offered unto idols, we know that we all have knowledge. Knowledge puffeth up, but charity edified. All right, so shit, just like what you were saying, all right, someone comes in the camp, or they basically, say for instance, they catch on fast, they're on fire. You know what, they can let that get to their head. All right, well, you still got to know your position. You still got to know where you stand. All right, you can't let that knowledge that you have makes you prideful. All right, you still got to stay in your place. All right, like your house shall always push. The meek and the humble shall inherit the earth. All right, being humble, that's what's going to what? That's going to prolong you. That's going to what? Keep you on that straight and narrow.
This is 2 Thessalonians chapter 3 verse 7. For yourselves know how you ought to follow us. For we have behaved not ourselves disorderly among you. You know, because what? We have the standard has been set. You know, from our elders, apostles, great millstone, from elders all down. You know, even to the elders of the camp. You know, the head camp leaders. You know, hey, the standard has been set on how to conduct yourself. You know, on how to stay in what? Holy conversation. Not to be conducting yourself as like the elder brother just brought out, a nigger. You know, because what? Eventually you're gonna bring what one a little leaven the whole. If you bring that to brothers in your camp, you know, especially if you're in an upright position, you know, and you bring it amongst brothers that's coming in, man, you're gonna spoil the fruit, you know, and that's what you don't want to bring to the Lord's body, because eventually what? It's gonna be purged out.
Most High not gonna have that once in brotherhood.
Right.
You know, wickedness reigns for a season. You know, you get away doing all shit for a season. But since I've been in this truth, look at Yara now. He got away for that shit for a long season, a couple seasons.
Right.
But what happened? Most High got that shit from around the brotherhood, man. All right. Now this what happens with a lot of guys too, and they misunderstand order. They don't understand what King David said when he said this, and they come in the spirit of a nigga because Paul said. Peter said a lot of Paul's writings was hard for people to understand, and he said that they misunderstand to their own destruction.
They wrestle against it.
So this happens a lot with a lot of guys, man. This is Psalms 119 and 99. I have more understanding than all my teachers, for thy testimonies are my meditation. Now you got guys that read that scripture and misunderstand that scripture totally. King David was subject to Samuel, and he was subject to Nathan. You see what I'm saying? Although his wisdom, when he wrote these psalms, the Most High was dealing with him more than them. But guess what he would do when he get to around Nathan and Samuel? Yahweh Shema Shai, brother. Shalom. You know, that treated him like an older brother, like an elder, like a teacher. But he knew his wisdom. The Most High had poured wisdom on him more than he did them brothers, but he still followed order. Right. Man, King David wouldn't even go against Saul, man. He wouldn't break the Most High's order. Saul was being wicked, but the Most High put him in that office, and King David wouldn't go against him. You know, you're always going to be subject to somebody in this truth. Even if the Most High, you got brothers that are younger in certain camps, but guess what? When they light shine, it look like it might shine a little brighter looking from the outside than the head of the camp. But guess what? He's still gonna be subject to his elder brother. He's not gonna override his older brother. That's the way this thing always rolled, man. It's all about order, man. Wisdom and knowledge will not dwell in the body full of iniquity. And when you find disorder in the body, man, people on the outside can see it, man. You know, you on the highways teaching, you edifying, you at camp, and then you got uncircumcised people over there looking. They can look and see if brothers not getting along on their side, you know. They could tell, you know. When you out there prophesying, man, it got to be a finely tuned machine. Everybody clicking on the same vibration. Y'all bring up y'all precept.
I got one back from you. Just 1 Timothy chapter 5, verse 17. Let the elders that rule well be counted worthy of double honor, especially they who labor in the word and doctrine. All right, so what? No matter how your light might be shining upon you, if you was brought up under somebody, show your honor to them. All right. Constantly, the water for forgiveness to me. All right, and the water to the Lord for putting you forth to get that to me. All right, don't ever get big headed thinking that you more than what you are.
I got another one. It's 1 Peter 2:18. Servants, be subject to your masters with all fear. All right, your father and your mother, carnally, your biological mother and your biological father, they're your masters in life. You're a master to your child. All right. So when you come in this truth, your spiritual father is your master, man. The head of your camp is your master. Now you gotta take that word in the proper context. We ain't talking about like, yes, some master, like when the slave master was over our people, but Elisha was an underling to Elijah. Elijah was Elisha's master. You see what I'm saying? And then what did Elisha tell request of his master? Hey brother, what do you want before I leave you? Give me a double portion of what you have. We want our older brothers to give us what they got.
Right.
Freely they receive, brother, give me something. We do what he did for us. You see what I'm saying? So we got to be subservient to our brothers and be thankful the Most High put them in our lives to teach us this doctrine. Because guess what? I wouldn't have learned this doctrine without my older brother. You know what I'm saying? Like when I met my other brother, I was drunk off of GOCC doctrine. You know what I'm saying? I met my brother, he took me right to divide the scriptures and sobered me up. The Most High used that brother to wake me up, man. All right? Now look what the scriptures say. Servants, be subject to your masters with all fear. It say fear, you know, respect your brother with fear and trembling, because guess who your older brother is? That's your Howard shot, man. You gotta do it with all fear. Not only to the good and gentle, and then every brother don't come off the same. Some brothers are laid back, mellow, and some brothers are just no nonsense, don't even play. I'm talking about scarcely smile, literally, you know? And when they talk to you, some brothers don't even be politically correct. Say, I mean, you need to get your lazy ass up. What the fuck you doing, man? All right? You know what I'm saying? But he's still in the spirit. You have to, if he's not being gentle with you, you still have to respect him and honor him. Okay? But also the forward. That's what it means, the forward. Brother, just straightforward, no nonsense, straight to the point.
I can make a quick point out because what in the end you gonna thank that brother.
Calm.
You know, you get your ass on that chariot, bro. You gonna thank that brother. You gonna hug that brother. Hey, the water, bro. Hey, we know y'all watching y'all shot. Use you to kick us in the ass. You know what we needed, bro.
Calm.
You gonna thank that brother for that.
Calm. For this is a thankworthy.
God.
Thankworthy.
God, spirit.
If a man for conscience toward Yahweh, Salakia. For if a man in conscience toward Yahweh endure grief, suffering wrongfully, you know, and that's even in councils. You know, sometimes you be in a council and get the bad bit of you know, the bad bun of the stick, and you like, man, this thing go right, man. I feel like I'm in the right. You know what I'm saying? You know,
I got something for that.
and you gotta roll with it. You know, you gotta roll. Look at Uriah in Chicago. That brother got exiled. And the people that got him exiled, they're out the camp now, and he's back in the camp. You know. So what if he would have bumped up against everybody? That brother just left and went teaching, man. Child got out.
I got you something. This to go into what you were saying. Sometimes, and unfair judgment. What we would deem or feel or be emotional about that's unfair, man. It may be for that exact time. It may be the necessary energy for you, man. Like you said, because there's an energy that don't feel good to you, but it's still considered to be energy. You see what I'm saying?
Come on.
So you gotta.
It's like, I'm gonna say what the scripture is a reproof that's uncommon.
Uncommon to man, yeah. I mean, it's unpleasant, man. It ain't the greatest. It's like you're in a position of difficulty. But when you know the scriptures, like, look, you gotta keep order. Once judgment been deemed on you and it's out of your hands, then you gotta go with the order, man. Just like if you ain't supposed to be touching ties with a brother outside the camp and he's suspended, then you gotta keep right, even if that's your right. Like he bought you in the truth.
Yeah.
You gotta respect the rightful order that's in place.
Right.
But
you might think he was in the right.
And you might think he was in the right.
Yep.
He could have probably been, but the judgment just didn't manifest that in that way. Like you said, brother came back. You know what I'm saying? But it says, give not thy mind, or this Sirach 30 and 21, it says, give not over thy mind to heaviness. Meaning what? Plaguing your mind. Like, man, look, this too much for me to bear, or this unfair. You know, I'm uncertain about it, whatever it may be. And afflict not thyself in thy own counsel, man. Because you can become afflicted in your own counsel and lost with the ways of how you're supposed to keep righteousness in order, man. You see what I'm saying? You could lose track. Like if you running in a race and you running a marathon and people on side you in their lane, if you look off, you could jot out the lane. You're gonna be disqualified. Huh? Right. You're gonna get disqualified. They ain't gonna say, well, since you tripped lanes and you made a mistake, we can let you keep running. They're gonna disqualify you out the race, whether you win or not, man. It says, the gladness of the heart is the life of man, and the joyfulness of a man prolongeth his days. And you say, order prolongeth a man's days, man.
Right.
All right? Order your mind all right, so it don't be given over to heaviness, man. Heaviness wear on you, it put you in a dark space, which gonna cloud your judgment, which gonna make you void of understanding, and then you're gonna make mistakes, man. You see what I'm saying? That's gonna either plague you in the body, or it ain't gonna be according to the body.
And that's beautiful, because you got to think about it, bro. Because we done all been in a situation to give reproof.
That's right.
But you have to take it.
You gotta eat it.
That's part of the road, you know. And because the state of our people, we've basically been conditioned to when we get reproof, the first thing we do is get puffed up. Yeah. And we feel as if, you know what, they picking on me. You know what I'm saying? Right. Everybody against me right now. No, you gotta step back and be humble and say, damn, am I already fucking up? Yeah. You know? Damn, did I really do that like that?
And that's another thing. Carnally, just we spiritual men.
That's right.
But you don't have to be spiritual to have common fucking sense. Yeah. God. I mean, if you got a room full of 15, 16 brothers.
If everybody telling you you fucking up.
You fucking everybody.
You gotta be fucking
Come on, bro.
Hey, what the scripture in 1 Corinthians? They go to the least unfavored brother.
Right.
Yeah. If that brother telling you, bro,
12 chapter.
You messing up, you gotta be like, you know what? I take my leg on the chin. How can I fix this?
That's crazy. Because brothers do. Sometimes brothers are compelled, like what they did, and be like, it wasn't as worse as his. Like, and this is deemed for a whole different judgment, though. You see what I'm saying? Brothers are made comparison, like, man, that brother did that, and I did this. But it don't justify that. It don't justify the doings of whatever each man did, man.
How, you see, that's why you don't play with your how about Shemel Shah. You see what you just said? Who are we to say the mercy
of him?
No, the mercy that Yahweh showed King David.
Yeah.
What he did was just royally fucked up.
Yeah.
You went and committed adultery. Then you went and got the husband killed. And then the husband was a righteous man. All right.
Then he stole. Took a possession from a man.
He stole. Then you got Ananias. They told one lie.
Yeah, one lie.
It still didn't add up to what this guy over here did. But look, the Most High showed this man mercy who did something worthy of death and a lie. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. You know, if you're going off, the wages of sin is death, but it wasn't compared to what he did. Yeah. But look, Look what Yahweh did.
He just took some gold out the tent with Judah. The father was letting all of Israel get their ass knocked
Yeah.
off.
Who are we to ask Yahweh why you not showing King David, showing Ananias and Sapphira the mercy you showed King David?
Like when the scrolls was about to fall. You know what I'm saying? The ark.
The
And when
ark,
he grabbed
yeah.
he held up for the death.
That's right. He
Bro.
wasn't in the tree of Leviticus. Like the father, like, look, I'm not playing with that.
Yeah.
And the father.
And the Most High ain't gonna judge every brother the same.
He ain't. He not.
You know what I mean? The older brother is not about to get the mercy a younger brother get, man.
God.
That's not about to happen, bro.
Because
you
you
got it, right?
You held to a different standard.
Yeah.
You know, that brother, like we were just speaking of earlier. Hey man, you gotta deal with certain brothers with all brothers long suffering.
Yeah.
You know, but if you've been in this thing up to you know, a little lengthy time, you should know what's wrong and what's right to do.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
that brother might bump it. A just man falling 7 times. You know, that brother needs to fall. You know what I'm saying, here and there.
And
You know?
the creation of subject of vanity, the older brother's gonna trip. It's just certain things an older brother not supposed to do.
Yeah.
Older brother gonna slip. Older brother might get 1 too many drinks in him and say some fucked up shit. You know what I'm saying? But it's certain shit an older brother's just not supposed to. Decisions. You've been in this 7, 8 years. It's just certain things you're not supposed to do. You know.
Yeah.
You know, well, a younger brother been in 1.5 2 years, he's gonna make that mistake. You
Right.
see what I'm saying? You know, so
And that's the beautiful part about it, because when you make those mistakes, your objective and mission is to learn from it. You know, likewise when you get correction, you're supposed to learn from your fuck ups, you know, and do better.
Right.
I appreciate
Yeah. This Ecclesiastes chapter 5, I'm starting at 1. Keep thy foot when thou goest to the house of the Most High, and be more ready to hear than to give the sacrifice of fools, for they consider not that they do evil. All right, so safe, like I was just saying. All right, you give a proof. You give a proof. Don't just listen. All right, be humble about it. Just sit back and like, damn, I really fucked up. And it's verse 2. Be not rash with thy mouth, and let not thine heart be hasty to utter anything before Yahweh Shem Yahushua. All right, which is what the men that gave their reproof. All right, so don't be so quick to just blot out anything. All right, be humble, as it said in the scripture above. All right, just sit back and just listen. It says, "For the Most High is in heaven, and thou upon earth. Therefore, let thy words be few." All right, kind. So shit, how are you to say what was wrong or what's right when you just got into this thing? All right, shit, man. Be not rash with thy mouth. Listen before you get a sacrifice of foods. And what? Everything that you say, well, you have to give an answer for that. Whenever Yahushua comes back, you have to take an account for everything that you said. So shit, just basically be humble.
That's right. And you mentioned something about like you were saying, we were speaking on prior. You were speaking on as far as the mercy that the Father divide according to lots. We did that, bro.
Yeah.
Even mercy is because lots, man. You see what I'm saying? Like
faith also.
faith too.
Different measurements.
So you gotta judge accordingly. You can't say, man, I should have got at least punishment than this guy, because it ain't warranted for the law. It's ever deemed from the men that's over you, and ultimately if they go over your head, then all right, so big. That's your judgment. You gotta walk that out, man.
You know, man, you calling these people your brothers, you gotta really believe that this is a man of Yahweh Shem Yahushua.
And that it can happen to you.
That's right.
Or it can be you in the same position. So you gotta have the ultimate understanding. This Sirach 31:15. It says, judge of thy neighbor by thyself. In the same way, we judge it accordingly, man. You know? Like, hey, I gotta be able to, as far as you giving judgment out, you gotta be able to receive and get it, bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You can't be like, we're gonna judge this brother like that. But as for me, I've been in there 10 years. I need to get something different. If it come on, no. Judge of thy neighbor by thyself, and be discreet in every point, man.
Right.
Meaning what? Not lenient, not being lenient, but going according to the laws and rules and judgments of the Lord, man.
We gotta judge according to feelings.
Yeah, we gotta judge according to this brother been here longer than you. You've been here 5 years, you've been here 50 days, man. You know, ain't be discreet in every point, man. You know what I'm saying? Using discreetfulness, man. Judging correctly, man. That's why he made us kings and priests, man. To make righteous judgment. You go into Leviticus 19:15, it says, grab that, I ain't gonna just grab it. Leviticus 19 and 15, man. You got it?
I got it.
And this the way we supposed to make judgments, man.
It's Leviticus chapter
And
19.
we judge it according to order, man. You know, go ahead.
It's Leviticus 19 and 15.
Come on.
Ye shall do no unrighteousness in judgment. Thou shalt not respect the person of the poor, nor honor the person of
Order high. So you should not respect the of course we know according to order how the father got the body set up, but we're supposed to respect a younger brother doing this versus an older brother. Like an older brother getting away, if you got on that younger brother ass, yeah, you gotta get on that older brother ass.
right.
Whether he's supposed to know it's really due to getting on the older brother ass, like, come on, man, this brother fit to you doing some shit you've been in, like you said, but that's just you mentioning being discreet in every point. Read that again out. These will bring out what you
It
got.
says, thou shalt not respect the person of the poor.
The poor, the lowly one, man. Right? Even the one in the high. Of course, you know the elder gonna be the highest one in the camp, man. But you know you gotta do it orderly, with order. You gotta know the fashion. Go ahead.
It's like just say the head of the camp break off and go smoke some weed. You come around and catch him.
Right.
Just because he the head, you like, nah, you know what? Nah, I ain't.
No. For to knock your ass
you
out.
going the fuck off.
Yeah, Leviticus 5 and 1 tell you that. If you see a man doing sin, it's you tell him, man.
No matter who he is.
It don't matter who he
But you
is.
gotta understand that you're a man of the Lord also.
Yeah, you a man of the Lord also. That's right. Go ahead.
It says, thou shalt not, that's like it said, nor honor, but in righteousness shalt thou judge thy neighbor.
And righteousness shall thou judge thy neighbor, man. It goes perfectly with that. Judge of thy neighbor by thyself, man. You gotta be discreet, man. You gotta be on point with this thing, man. That's and nothing brings more point than this beautiful topic this brother brought up was order. The father said let everything be done decent and in order. And I'm about to grab that word decent. I'm gonna get that. Y'all got it. Yeah, I'm gonna grab it. Go ahead. Y'all bring out whatever y'all got. I'm done.
This is Philippians chapter 6 and verse 5. Servants, be obedient. And real quick, you see obedient, get the word obedient from y'all.
You disorderly niggas, man, y'all time is up. Man.
Time is up, man.
Yeah, the Most High bringing down a swift hammer and a swift sword down on you niggas. You living in a time of judgment, man.
That's it.
You know, and the brothers in the camps that have left, the Most High either purging you and whacking you too. You know, but you disorderly niggas, man, the time is up, man.
It says servants, be obedient. Now the word for be obedient is hakapor. It says to listen, to hearken. It says of one who on the knock of the door comes. Who gonna knock at that door? Y'all shy, right? If I'm gonna come knock at your door and sup with
Revelation 10:20.
All right. It says, be obedient to them that are your masters according to the flesh, with fear and trembling, and singleness of your heart, as unto Hamashiach. You gotta believe that this is a man of the Lord. You know, your brother. Know that this man is actually judging you according to the Spirit. It says, not with eye service as men pleasers, but as the service of Hamashiach, doing the will of the Most High from the heart, with good will doing service as to the Lord and not to men. You know? So, hey, man, it's rightfully so. You know, you got to be obedient, and to the brothers, you know, and ultimately, man, you just got to hearken to righteous.
I got that word decent. Then you want to come with what you got?
Yeah.
Because he said that these niggas' times is up. And real quick, I got it in strong, but it gives more elaborative in the online. This is decent from the 1530s. It says proper to one's station or rank. Rank. All right, meaning what? It's already a certain position in the body that's already been established, it's stabilized, and this is the way the train rolls. The train go that way. Get on it and prepare to travel that way, man. You know, don't try to stop the train up and be like, oh, we need to jump tracks and send it back. No, it's established order already, man.
Because you come in. Switch up. Johnny come late.
Yeah.
The elders been doing this 30 years. Look at all the fruit they bearing. But they doing it wrong. You learned your nationality from them. You learned the truth from them. But you gonna tell them how they been doing it wrong the last 30 years.
That's right.
So you gonna offset the formula the Most High used them to put in order and tell them, look, y'all been doing it wrong the last 30 years. This how you do it. That's indecency.
That's indecency. Indecency, man. Against, it says proper to one's station or rank, proper with regard to modesty or social. Let me get to the point. It says seemly, fitting, proper, fitting or suitable. To take, accept. All right? Accept, take it. Take the order and run with it, man. There's a prescribed order in the body. The Father not redoing nothing he done, man. We just did a video on that prior to this, man. Everything been established already. We just walking in our lots, bro. It says respectable, man. You're moderate. You pleasant, man. Gracefully, graceful, comely, bearing oneself, becoming in speech or behavior of good standards, an elegant figure, man. You know, honorable, influential, wealth, and respectable. That's decent, man. That's what you need to be, man. You don't possess one of these qualities or some of these qualities, man, just go do your own thing. As you reprobate Silvers is already doing. Great.
Doing it long and wrong.
Long and wrong. Yeah.
All right, this is Proverbs chapter 12, verse I just had it.
Take your time, man.
You can go. You can go. One of y'all girls just got something.
I'm done. When you find out what you got, push it down.
Yeah,
we go. Whenever you ready.
Bring out that banger. This Hebrews 13. I'm gonna start at verse. I'm gonna start at verse 16. But to do good, no, I'm gonna start at verse 17. Obey them that have rule over you. That's decency. That's order.
There you go.
Okay?
Yeah.
When you come into even in this devil's army, it's nothing but order. You go from the private all the way up to the general. The private doesn't come tell the captain how to do his job.
Right.
And then we get cut off or something. Oh no, I'm true.
You good.
All right. Yeah. The private doesn't tell the sergeant how to do his job. The sergeant doesn't tell the captain how to do his job. The captain doesn't tell the admiral how to do his job. And the admiral doesn't tell the general how to do his job. That's indecency. If you had an army like that, it would be divided, and the kingdom divided can't stand.
Can't stand.
So that's why you obey those that have rule over you. You come in the camp, you're the last man in the camp. Yes, the Most High might put the spirit so heavy on the last man in the camp, and it might even dwarf, when you look at it spiritually, the head of the camp. But guess what? The last man in the camp, he's going to be in his place. All right? Unless the Most High just have counsel and be like, look, man, we're gonna change this brother's here's ranking, and he's gonna be here. You know, that happens. You know? But aside from that, you have to stay in your place and follow the prescribed order Yahweh Shema Shai has in place. And you call that decency, order. Obey them that have rule over you. Your older brother, even though we all brothers and we're in the same order, the older brother has rule over you to a certain extent. You see what I'm saying? All right. And submit yourselves. We have to submit ourselves to one another. And then, man, this is diverse. This scripture is really diverse, bro. Because the older brother got to submit himself to the younger brother, man. That goes both ways, man. The older brother is really serving the younger brother, man. All right? We have to submit ourselves to one another, man. All right? For they watch over your souls, as they must give account. You see what I'm saying? And then, like, if you think a brother going off and he tripping, and he your older brother, and you feel you being persecuted wrongly, if you are being persecuted wrongly, man, Yahweh Shema Shai is going to deal with that. King David was persecuted wrongly, and he never bucked up against the one that was over him, man. Saul was going off on many levels, but King David had the chance to whack him several times and spare him, because he felt he would have been going against the Most High. He looked at, he said, the Most High Israel. Who am I? The Most High to sort them out, you know? That they may do it with joy and not with grief for that is unprofitable to you. Man, when a brother tell you something, your older brother showing you something, He's telling you, hey, bro, you know, we love your zeal, all right? But, you know, you need to pump it down a few, bro. You got other brothers in the camp, man. We share the ball in here, man. We throw assists to one another, man. It look like you ball hogging a little bit, bro. Now, you can do your thing, all right, but just pump it down a little bit. Man, my zeal is just on no 1,000, man. I can't help it, man. Man, nah, man, we don't rock out like that, man. That's disorderly. Like the brother say, you putting a schism in the body, man. You know what I'm saying? You making the body lame. So you gotta submit to the prescribed order. You got it, bro.
Well, quick research, just backing up that point. There's 1 Corinthians chapter 12 and verse 25, that there should be no schism in the body, but that the members should have the same, whether one member suffer, all members suffer with it, or one member be honored, all the members rejoice with it. You know? Hey man, you gotta be willing to carry the burden of your brother. You know?
All right, this Proverbs chapter 12, verse 1. Whoso loveth instruction, loveth knowledge, but he that hated reproof is brutish. All right, fine. So shit, if you basically despising what an older brother is telling you to help you, in what you brutish in what you basically prideful and can't be told nothing, and that's not a good attribute of finished truth.
All right, because that's what abomination and the Lord hate a prideful, you know, that spirit. You know. So it would behoove brothers. So basically, man, if you getting righteous order, all right, man, these things will prolong your days, all right, and ultimately it will it'll keep you, your feet and your ways ordered right to walk that straight and narrow path to get to the kingdom, all right. So man, with that, Lord willing, this was edifying to the elect. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory
to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rekakadash.
Double lies to the elders and apostles, great millstone and rule well. And much peace, safety, and blessings to the hopefully elect out the forward pushing this truth and sincerity and diligence. Shalom.
Shalom. Shalom. Shalom.
Shalom.
Hey, but breathe.